Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video for the YouTube channel. It's been a little while since I've last done one of these types of videos, or in this case, a video in general. The last video I did was, of course, a review on the RDX, and then, of course, the unboxing of the MDX 143 scale vehicle, which is actually out of its box at the moment. What I want to do in this video is kind of show you guys kind of the little collection I have up here. And then, of course, in another video, I will show you guys the smaller collection that I have as far as the 164 scale vehicles are concerned. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with this one here. This was probably the first one that I got sometime this year. I think it was in March or April of not this year, but it was last year. So this right here is a Jaguar XE Project 7, not Project 7, Project 8. And I'm sorry the camera's not focusing on it properly, but as you can see, it's quite a nice vehicle and definitely does look really impressive. I definitely love the Jaguar logo right there, kind of on the vehicle itself. And as you can see, it does have the stripe that kind of goes from top to bottom. It does have the Project 8 logo there, Jaguar. Of course, the quad out exhaust, the rear wing, and of course, it does have the SV badge from Jaguar Special Vehicle Operations. So, as you can see, definitely a nice vehicle. And this one here was actually from CVS. We now move on to this one here. This is a Lamborghini Urus Performante, of which I actually found at Lowe's. This one here was kind of a rare find because these, to me, are very cool cars. But the ones I've seen at Lowe's, as far as what they actually have, is not really much different from what you'll probably find at CVS. But anyways, I mean, the wheels look correct. The front looks correct. The rear, the inside, I mean, this is a Performante, so of course it's going to look really, really incredible. In some ways, it does look kind of badass in a sense that, you know, everything is done right. The color looks amazing. You kind of have this carbon fiber roof. You have the carbon fiber hood, and it kind of goes all the way towards the trunk. And I mean, this is just really, really nice to see. So overall, to me, that's pretty awesome. Now we move on to probably the biggest purchase that I made this year before we get to the Porsches and everything else. So this here is a 124 scale Bronco Badlands Sasquatch, or I should say with the Sasquatch package. This is, I mean, really awesome. I got it from, forgot the name of the site where I got this vehicle from, but it took about 2 weeks or 3 weeks for it to get here. But it's from the United States. So as you guys can see, this is from livecarmodel.com, and they are literally one of the best shops you can go to. But it does take some time for it to ship, and it does take some time for it to get here, although they are based out of California. As you can see here, the Sasquatch package does give you these very cool wheels, does give you kind of like the adventure top here with like the roof rack. You do have like the off-road lights. And I mean, as we take a look at this interior, this is basically what you'll find in a real life Bronco. So, I mean, this is just really cool attention to detail. And it definitely looks very, very nice. As you can see, the interior looks very much like what you'll see in a traditional real-life Bronco. The back seats, I mean, everything about this vehicle looks fantastic. And as you can see here, this is a Just Trucks model depicting of the Bronco here. Definitely, the attention to detail is unbelievable. It does look like it's a manual transmission, which I don't know how rare those are, or I don't know if there are even that many made. But as you can see, a 124 model scale of the Ford Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package. I mean, that just looks really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take this up and put you back up here, back where you belong. And I'll put the Urus on top of that just for like a safety reason. So that way, basically, it kind of lines up with the rest of the cars. This, of course, is one of my latest purchases from CBS. This is, of course, a new vehicle from Lotus, and it's the Lotus Emira. I want to make sure I get the name right. The Lotus Emira, of course, kind of replaces two models. Replaces the Evora, and it replaces the not the yeah, it replaces the Evora, and it replaces the Exige. And I have to say, I've seen maybe one or two of these on the road, and they look so nice. But they're not fully out yet, I would assume, but I could be wrong. Again, really cool, very nice looking vehicle. I love the blue, and it's definitely very impressive. So overall, it's quite nice. Of course, right here, this is what I got from Porsche Exchange in Chicago. This, of course, I did a YouTube Shorts on. It's a 911 992 GT3, number 772 out of 1500. So I have the 772nd model out of 1500 models that were produced. As you can see here, the wheels and everything look amazing. There's a slight crack here that, not really here, but it's on the other side. And as you can see, that's because it fell surprisingly and unsuspectingly from a good distance. But thankfully, the car did not get scraped or anything like that. So to me, I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, right below that, we have the Porsche Panamera 4 e-Hybrid. I like the Panamera personally. To me, this is just as beautiful as a regular or Panamera is. Definitely, you can see the attention to detail with the kind of lime green brake calipers. That's, of course, that indicate that this is, in fact, a hybrid. It also says hybrid right there, or e-hybrid, although you can't really see it all that well. And, I mean, I'm going to take the GT3 off real quick so you can kind of get a better look. As you can see here, this is just really, really cool attention to detail. It does say Porsche right there. And, I mean, this is just a really cool example of what this company has been making for a long time. Now, again, another crack right there. That's because, of course, this fell as well. Thankfully, it did not break as far as like the car coming out or whatnot. So, as you can see, we're going to put the Porsche back here in this little spot, and then we're going to put this one back on top of it to make sure it stays in place. Of course, I talked about this car before. This was the last video. This is the Acura MDX Type S Super Handling All-Wheel Drive. This was a very special car to me, and I think that's because my dad owns a MDX technology package. I mean, again, the attention to detail on this car is incredible. This is, of course, a TSM or True Scale Miniatures model. This is directly from Acura. However, I got this from eBay, and as you can see, this was sold to whoever owned this car before me. As you can tell here, I mean, an accurate depiction of the car, and it does look rather impressive to see. So, you guys have seen the unboxing video of this car already, but I mean, it looks incredible out of the box, but at some point it will go back into the box. This, of course, is a Christmas gift I just got a few days ago. It's the FK8 Civic Type R, and I got this on eBay as well. There were a couple of examples of these on eBay, and you can actually go to I'm not sure exactly what site it is, but they're specializing with official Honda accessories, gear, diecast. I got this for just a little over $100. You can get this on that website, which I don't remember the exact name of the website, but it's like 45 bucks. But as you can see, I mean, the FK8 Type R, in my opinion, is by far one of my absolute favorites. The FL5 is nice, but to me, I really just think the way how Honda, made the FK8 just looks so good. This has the 6-speed manual. This is the one that I think a lot of people like this is, of course, in championship white, so it does look rather impressive and overall really, really solid. So to me, I really do like what I'm seeing here with this car, and I'm just going to do a quick little movement with it so you guys can see the full car in its glory. Again, don't get me wrong with the FL5, which is the new generation Type R, but the FK8 is certainly, I think, a better looking vehicle in my honest opinion. So the MDX will go back on top of here. And then last but not least is going to be the Lamborghini Countach. This is the newer one. This is not a mass-produced car anymore, as we know. Obviously, this was a limited production piece. Very few of these have been sold in the United States, but it's still really cool to look at. Again, it's a Lamborghini Countach. This one here being, if the camera can focus, this is a LPI 800-4, which is just super cool. As you can see, everything about it just looks amazing here. I'm definitely planning on getting a case for this because I plan on keeping this for a very long time. Of course, this is from Hot Wheels. This is a part of their premium collection, a 143 scale version of this beautiful car. And again, I mean, it's rare. It's not really made anywhere in the world. I mean, it's just super nice. But it's just really, really incredible to look at. So, with that said, yeah, that's it. So, make sure this is closed up properly. But there's a look of my 143rd, 124 collection of cars. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put the Amira back on top of here. And so with that being said, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And of course, Happy New Year.